Right, so what I'm demonstrating over here is the frightening cost to boil a kettle. This is 1.7 liters of water. This kettle is between 2.5 and 3 kilowatts, so it's going to use between 2,500 and 3,000 watts of power. You can see that it's currently using 2,828 watts of power. The price of electricity at the moment is 28p. That's 28 pence in Great Britain pounds per kilowatt hour of electricity, or per unit of electricity. That's excluding the daily standard charges or surcharges as they call it. So what we're going to have a look over here is what it costs to actually boil just 1.7 liters of water. Now bear in mind, I do have a rapid boil kettle which uses quite a lot of wattage, but generally speaking, to boil water in a slightly less wattage kettle is going to cost roughly the same. While we're waiting for this, because I suspect it will take a few minutes, a tip that I can provide you to try and save electricity is to keep a flask similar to this one. So what I do is whenever I boil my kettle, I always boil it full. I make myself a cup of tea or coffee, and then any additional hot water that remains boiled in this kettle, I decant into my flask to keep it hot. Then the next time I come back and I want to boil the kettle again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my hot water out my flask, I'm going to put it back into the kettle, and I'm going to just bring it back up to boiling temperature, which takes a few seconds, and it doesn't even, it probably only uses about 1p to re-boil almost 1.7 liters of water again. So I've been doing this for many years, and I've done a lot of cost comparisons, and keeping your water hot in a flask like this on the side, adding it back into your kettle, and even topping it back up with cold water back to 1.7 liters, you're still maintaining that heat, and you are saving quite a lot of electricity. As you can see here at the moment, it is still using 2.8 kilowatts or 2,840 watts of power. It's been boiling for 2.5 minutes. It's already used 3 pence. You can see down the bottom there, it's the cost. This shows us the amount of kilowatt hours it's used, or units of electricity. It's used 0.13. That is the voltage that I'm currently running at. This is the amp draw, is pulling 11.84 amps at 240 volts. And then we back, that is the low and the high. It's the minimum and maximums of the wattage that it's currently pulled. That is the cost per kilowatt hour that you program in the beginning, and that at the bottom over there is the actual cost. You can see it's 4p. 3 minutes 20 seconds later, we've used 4p. Still boiling. The ambient temperature inside my kitchen at the moment is probably about 20 degrees, if that makes a difference to anybody. There we go, it clicked over to 5 pence already quite a few seconds ago. And there we have it. You can see the wattage will now drop down as it's no longer drawing any current and the kettle is switched off. So we have used about 5.5, almost 6p in 4 minutes 10 seconds. So there we have it. It costs almost 6 pence or 6 pennies to boil a kettle of 1.7 liters of water. That is quite a lot of money, considering the average household through the UK boil a kettle numerous times through the day. Hope this helped you.